Alright, we're gonna try baling. So we've got a Krone KR250B hooked up to the 5075E, and we're gonna do a little bit. This is a kind of a combination chain roller. I guess you'd call it. It's not a belt roller. It's a chain roller, but Krone's balers they're just a little different than like the old-fashioned New Holland chain roller and stuff. They're a little bit different. I think I'm gonna like it. Hadn't used it yet, but I think I'm gonna like it. It's a twine wrap baler. I'm gonna have to add some twine here in just a minute, but I'm gonna try to get going and try to make a bale or two. I just got through hooking the monitor up, and I just got it laying on the console for now up here, and had to run a hot wire down to the battery for it. So see if we can get it to work, and then I'll figure out where I want to mount it in this cab. But first we're gonna see if we can spit out a bale. So let's get going. All right, I'll put it in first gear here. We've got a bale started in there. We're going about 2 miles an hour in B1. And I do have one light working on this monitor. I don't know if the other one works or if the bulb's just bad in it, but I got one light working. They only come on when the PTO's running, and it's a make or break switch on the back of the tailgate. And when the bale gets full, basically, and starts pushing out on the tailgate, it breaks the contact and the switch light comes on. You mash the twine start button and tie the bale. Pretty simple. A little bit old-fashioned here today. Pretty good piles in this windrow. It's going to be a test of this baler. Let's go slow through this one. They said they saw that light. Can't see mine for a light glare. That there. That means it's going through the regen process. Somebody I know got a tractor just like this one. Was asking the other day what that light was. So it means I just hit about 100 hours on this one. I think I'm probably a little bit over 100 hours. Alright, there's my latch. Let's try this time. Shit. Well, I ain't gonna tell you how today ended. Yeah, I am. It rained. So, I mean, it come a flood. It was like a 15% chance of rain today. Well, this is the best roll we made today. And I was having a problem with my tying system. You can see all the wet hay we have here now. So I guess we'll let it dry and then flip it over one time. Maybe. That's if we get the baler fixed. So I was having a problem with the tying system, where I would have got a whole lot more baled. And this is the only one I got to tie halfway like it's supposed to, and Even it didn't tie like it's supposed to, but it tied good enough to hold it together. So it's like a little green on the outside of that bale after it got wet. But that's a pretty good looking bale. That's about what I expected out of that baler. So if I could just get my tying system working properly. There's a plastic gear. That's the problem. For some reason, there's a plastic gear. And that plastic gear is wore out. Why it's plastic? I guess because it's a wear part, you know, so it wears the plastic instead of wearing the metal. But there's a plastic gear. That's what moves the tie arms back and forth. And it's dry rotted. And when I started using it, the teeth just started breaking. You know, because the baler set for like 2 years. The guy that had it, that I bought it from, he was 79 years old and he couldn't. He's getting too old to farm. So the last couple of years, all his equipment just set, and that plastic gear dry rotted. He said it didn't set outside. He said it set in the barn, but it's just a 20-year-old plastic gear. So, oh well. I'm in the process of trying to locate one. Get that all put back together. We made 3 bales. There's one way over there, one there, and this was the best looking one because I actually got out and made it tie the way it's supposed to. But I couldn't do that every time the way I was having to do it. There wasn't no way to just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, or I'd have kept doing it if it was possible to keep doing it manually. But I gotta have that gear. So, oh well. Another day in the life of a farmer. Live and learn. Mostly learn. But first time I ever used the baler, so learned a lot about it, and that's what today was all about. It wasn't supposed to rain, though. It wasn't. But we weren't supposed to have no rain for like the next 7 to 10 days. There was a small chance, you know. But that's okay, because we got to order the part and probably wait on it to come in. So stay tuned for to be continued.